Hello there.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
And we are late to the party, and our old buddy boy Chance Ellison is going up against his nemesis,
Paul Oyama.
That guy. And it's quite intriguing because, we didn't really know who Chance was up until we did the whole free-for-all viewing party at No Anchovies. And he showed up there. I was like, oh, damn, dude, you live here? You're a Schmoedown fan? You're a minor league competitor? And the man has been moving his way up. And he's been doing a lot in the fan leagues leading up to, or he did a lot in the fan leagues leading up to the major leagues. And damn, was he not followed by the other stars of the league, Paul Oyama and, of course, Smets. But at the same time, there are so many more that are waiting in the wings, willing to come in and take their rightful place in the Schmoedown, and the rest of us are just going to be like, all right, you guys take it from here. Holy crap.
It's almost to the point where, like, with the minor leagues, that it would be kind of interesting if they did, like, a draft for them. And, like, the managers go in.
Who's getting pulled?
Right,
yeah.
and then the managers go in. They're like, okay, I see this character. I see this guy. I see this guy. And then they pull them for the managers are kind of looking at these different people in this minor leagues. And it's kind of like a draft. And, like, whoever's at the top of being a manager would get first pick, obviously. And then you kind of move up or move down the rank of all the managers.
And could you imagine, though, too, is like if you actually let go of the reins and let your managers like actually pick who is going to go versus it becoming, part of the storyline.
Granted, I'm sure that Christian will obviously be there to kind of like be like,
Right. Well, everything is thought out in wrestling. When it actually goes up to the drafts, it's thought out to how you want it to go in terms of, what they're going to be fighting for.
Like he has the people already ready
storylines,
for who he wants to bring into the league. But then at that point, they'll have the draft and allow the manager to be like, maybe I kind of want to see this character, minor league character or team person come in, and I want to see what they got.
That'd be intriguing, too, because what you could end up doing is start taking away from the storytelling aspect, and then the stories will start writing themselves to where it's no longer like WWE mixed with trivia. It is more so like UFC mixed with trivia, because then you can start these players conditioning. The managers can have an active role, which they're already starting to do.
Right.
Emma Fyfe already killed it, and of course Roxy's there with her team. Right. And I think Tom Dagnino as well is at the top of that list when it comes to managers that are holding their teams. But you give them that little extra edge to where they can actually have some luck mixed in with strategy, so that way the game could possibly go their way because they want to be on a winning team.
Right.
And granted, you make more money in the Schmoedown competing for belts and being live on stage, which means you are putting butts in the seats, which means you are good at what you are doing trivia-wise. And these two guys going up against each other are two of those next competitors. And Chance already on stage battling Janine, already going to be at a collision, amongst his teams battling it out. And it's great to see that these characters, these players, these competitors, because they're going to stop being characters. Like, these guys don't have characters. Right. It's the intensity of the game. Like, you should see Paul Oyama in the back training before and after he gets eliminated. Like, that's real shit going on backstage with Paul Oyama. Right. And I'm sure the rest of them are just as intense because it means a lot to them when they lose versus us, where we're trying to convince ourselves it doesn't mean anything if we lose. When in reality, there are there's negative effects to losing one of these matches, and neither one of these guys want that loss under their belt. So let's finally get into the battle between Chance Ellison and Paul Oyama now. More zipper. I love
zipper.
What are you doing?
Start the training. Start the training.
Kicking trash cans, wallowing in your own self-pity. What's wrong with you?
Got that Popeyes.
I lost to Adam.
Popeyes chicken is a shiznit.
I don't know what happened. Didn't I tell you not to take the match, not to sign the dotted line unless you knew I was going to be there? I told you I was going to be in Bora Bora, working land deals. I'm always hustling.
You're the one who said you're not my manager yet, just trying it out, hip-pocketing us.
Trying you out. This is not going to go against my record. I wasn't there. Just know that. The whole key to a tryout is letting me mentor you a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. The thing is, okay, you know what? Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I'm always right. The sooner you learn that, the sooner you're going to
He's
realize
Mickey, he's
you
Rocky.
and Oyama are talented.
Yeah.
Prime time, he's a good player. You got a lot going on up here. Sometimes too much, okay? Maybe take a little vitamin C next time before you come to the Schmoedown and you start kicking things around. Get your head straight.
Okay.
You just need to believe in me, kid. All right?
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to do it. Just take it easy, all right? Let's go get a sandwich.
Yeah.
I love it. Forced to be wecking with.
Wecking with little Elmo Fudd.
Elmo Fudd, Barry Quipke. Koopa! No, it's happening. It's happening.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Who you got?
back to the movie trivia Schmoedown.
I'm gonna go
I am
Paul
Emma Pfeiffer.
because
Joining me
Chance
for the
is in
best
KO
debate
and
is
KO
Roxy
destroys.
Roxy, what
So I
is
want to
the
see
name
Paul,
of the
but at the
action
same time I want to
movie?
see
You've
Chance.
got your
It's kind of
two
hard. You know what?
team
This is just
guys.
We're just odd.
let it
Just
play
odd.
out.
Yeah, we're
The
just
odd
odd.
couple.
Chance is
Odd
my
couple
hometown
just
boy,
odd.
so yeah, I'm
Just the
going
odd
Chance for
folks.
sure.
Odd faction,
The odd
baby.
faction. There's an odd number of you, one manager and two competitors.
Just an
which
interesting
is,
matchup.
Disqualifying you from competing in the upcoming Manager Bowl, which we will be seeing as part of the Collision, which is airing live on June 22nd. So be sure to head over to theschmoedownlive.com to get your tickets for that live stream. How do you feel about that, Roxy?
You know, I think everybody knows that I would just wipe the floor with them. So we gotta make all these rules.
Well, or
and stuff.
a Jeff Snyder or a Mark Andreyko, because
That's me.
That's
you know, by extension.
an extension of you. Okay, cool. Yeah, totally. That definitely checks out. But today we are here for what is really, frankly, a grudge match, Roxy, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna get down and dirty today.
I mean, basically, let's see. Who do we have competing here today? It is Paul Oyama and Chance Ellison, both of whom were absolute sensations in the fan leagues. I mean, you know, they're kind of the darlings of the fan leagues. And then you have Chance Ellison making the transition over into the big leagues here on the actual Schmoedown desk. And it was kind of an experiment. He came in and he really started to make a name for himself. And I think that there's
I love
a
how he
little
does rock the
bit
U
of
of A hat, so.
animosity where Paul is concerned that Chance was chosen and not him.
Yeah, I definitely see that, and I also think that
Who
there's
you know,
animosity
man.
right back the other way because Chance thought that he was coming in. He's the shining star. He's the only one, and then it hits him. Guess what? There might be somebody bigger and better than you. We'll see.
Very true. Well, you and I certainly have a lot to say about both of these competitors, but I'm sure that they had a thing or two to say about each other.
And Paul knew Chance. Who was already in.
I think it was one of these. I don't know if he was in all three. Is it Uncle Denzel Washington?
Man.
For a 2-point lead.
David O. Russell.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Ah, see that? David O. Russell, huh?
I believe that's Terry Jones.
You didn't forget the apostrophe that time.
Jeff Goldblum.
Is that movie 43?
For 9 points.
Tequila is my lady.
Fellowship of the Ring.
That is correct.
Bradley Whitford. That's how I got that extra point, man. He's serious. I love it. He's a serious cat.
Representing the fan leagues. Prime time. Paul Oyama. The Cobra. Chance.
Love it.
Primetime Paul Oyama. Now, he thinks that he's even better than Chance Ellison.
The only reason that he left is because he was scared we were about to play our first match against each other one-on-one.
Hey, that's us.
He does have a track record.
Oh, kiss my ass. The only reason you're in the Schmoedown is because of me, so you're welcome.
He ain't wrong.
It's going to be an interesting match if I ever get to face off against Paul in the ring.
We're here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Out on the line. Our kid Chance Ellison claiming his destiny.
Eric knows where to get the good clips for these promos.
Paul Oyama, and the winner moves on to the Collision. Say it with me, kids. Prime time. You know what I like about this kid? It ain't his trivia knowledge so much. It's his disdain for corruption. From the moment I first interviewed you, I knew one thing. I do not like you.
I know I'll win this match. I don't have to worry about what I think and what I want. It's just about what's going to happen.
Oh man, he's wearing a community shirt. God dang it.
Is because of me. I made you. I can break you just as easily.
Does he think that we haven't been paying
6 seasons in a movie.
Does he think that we're not able to find and pick the best talent in these leagues? And who did Mike choose? This guy. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, speaking of that moment when Mike pulled your name out of the hat, he asked if it was erroneous. And June 14th, I'm gonna prove that he was right.
Erroneous on all
He's been
counts.
calling me out since day one since he stepped in the ring. And now he's gonna get what he's been asking for.
You already ran for me once in the fan leagues, and I tracked you down in the Schmoedown. I beat you then, and I can beat you here too.
That's a blatant lie.
Are you a liar?
I am not a liar. I'm gonna stop him because I want that title.
I know about loyalty. I know what it's like to have a team that doesn't support you, that leaves
Unbiased
you. And then I saw
reporting.
this guy. We sat down outside of it. We broke bread and we talked. You know what I saw in his eyes? I saw the fire burning of a champion. I saw it because I saw it in myself. All I know about you is you mumbled during the free for all. You say something during the free for all. You're a trash mouth. I started hanging out with that trash, that garbage man out there. Kaiser. You ever watch a corruption promo? It's kind of like watching a standing around a Wicca convention in Piedmont, Arizona. Kaiser, what a great moment for you.
Is that a real place in Arizona?
Manager. That's great. After
Sure.
today,
I have no idea.
you'll be back at your day job, hawking used cars, hoping to put me in a Hyundai. I came in here for one reason, to win
Elantra.
Now,
No, Tucson.
two reasons: to dismantle corruption. Paul, I want you to go out there and I want you to wreck this kid.
Done. Ah, such a good
Look,
promo.
Chance,
It is a good
I'm here to
promo.
wreck shop. I don't care what you're here to do. I opened a door that you couldn't. You are riding the coattails of my sick leather jacket right here. You are a footnote. At least try, make it a little fun for the fans that you care about so much. I am in the headspace to take you down in that ring and punch my ticket to collision. Look, Chance, you might have got here
It sounded like you
first,
said
but
tickolision.
you crawled so I can fly. Now get out of my way and watch me spread my wings.
He's a peacock.
Peacock, you gotta let him fly. He ain't got time for that. Peacock flying time. It's a good red. Always appreciate a good red.
Well,
You do.
there you have it. Some strong words on both sides there, as to be expected. I mean, you have two people who are incredibly confident in their abilities, with good reason.
Yeah, I think at that point it is confidence. It's not just cockiness because
Emma's
they
shirt
have
looks
proven
like a
that
mound of
they
like
have
whipped
the
cream with a
knowledge
bunch
there,
of tiny
but
little jiggly
I
puffs
don't
walking
know.
around.
It could really be anybody's game here.
Or Kirby's.
It's a
Or
tough call.
Kirby's.
There's a little bit of cockiness as well, but as you say, not undeserved. So let's talk a little bit more about Chance Ellison and Paul Oyama. So you have got Paul Oyama. His strengths include classics, 90s movies, and directors. And then on the other side, you've got Chance Ellison. His strengths include comic book movies, Pixar, and never taking his sunglasses off.
Sure.
What a
doesn't.
good strength to have.
I
What
mean-
is behind those glasses?
The world may never know what's behind
It's
the
a
glasses.
very
or
valuable
underneath
tool,
The leather jacket. Because both
sunglasses.
of those are a constant here amongst
'Cause
pretty
we
much
make
all
weird
members of
faces when
corruption,
we're
if I'm being
thinking.
totally honest.
Yeah, and it's a little overdone at this point. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think we should ban sunglasses from the Schmoedown desk, actually.
Where is the sun?
That's
Where
not
is the
in the
sun?
studio. It's very far. In fact, normally when we
Honestly.
leave the studio after taping, I am surprised if there is sunlight because I never know what time of day it is because there are no
Honestly,
windows
that
on.
would be a
Yeah, true.
legitimate
Well,
role
speaking of the facts, I think
placement,
we've laid
but
them
I like
out
it. It's
on
like
the table.
poker.
So, what do
Like
you
they
say,
have all
Roxy?
these
Should
rules.
We, get this thing
You need to
started
hold your
Yeah,
cards
I
close to
think
your
so.
chest, yeah.
All right, then
Don't
it
be
is
flaunting it
time
around.
for the movie
Trivia
Schmoedown. There's a reason why, even against Team Action, both of us,
Introducing
they got
first,
sunglasses. You guard that shit. You never know.
representing
Catch a glance,
corruption.
it happens.
Led to the ring by his managers, Grace Hancock and Ken
This is awesome,
Napzok,
awesome. This
with a
is
record
awesome,
of
awesome.
2 wins
I love when it kicks in though.
and 1 knockout. It is the Cobra.
You'll just have to imagine the fire.
Ellison. And not surprisingly, there are the sunglasses. Oh,
Wow,
thank you,
there they
Grace.
are.
That's very kind
Aisle
of you.
69. That's a big
Something
supermarket.
about her that,
Ho, 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 ho.
She's got a way of getting under people's skin.
Oh, snap.
what did she have a problem with now? The water bottle?
don't
She has
know.
a problem with the water on
I mean, the
table?
water bottle is very.
She gotta be
it's-
checking.
It's very turquoise. All right. And his.
I love it because they got some say into the drama going on, you know, with corruption as well. All of them do.
Led to the ring by
All
his
3 of them.
manager, Kaiser, with a record of 2 wins, no defeats.
I love it.
He is prime time.
He'll grow.
Oyama.
He'll grow. He'll grow.
Kaiser slowly but surely adding numbers to his faction here.
Yeah.
Oyama also made the choice
Oh!
of sunglasses, so I guess.
It's a
Yeah,
sunglasses
you're in his
kinda
way, girl.
day.
It's a sunglass.
He doesn't
it's a
care.
sunglasses kind of day.
By the way, with that chance knockout,
I
a little
know.
burn there for you.
It
burn.
stings a little, Roxy. It stings a little.
Not gonna lie, I would think it would sting, Emma.
Yeah, it does. It does. But that's
Staring down the barrel of a Chance Ellison.
It's an interesting matchup we've got here because it's the first time that Oyama has appeared with Kaiser, who recently acquired him along with Eric Zipper. So there's kind of a lot riding on the line here because whoever wins this match is going to go into a #1 contender match against the winner of Liz Shannon Miller and JTE. So there's definitely a lot on the line here today. And then if Paul Oyama should emerge victorious, then I guess that's going to put Eric Zipper into that manager bowl that once again, Roxy, you don't get to compete in or get a chance at running the league for a month. So
What are you trying to do here?
I'm just trying to say that I would think you would want to compete in the manager bowl.
Yeah, I definitely would, but
Little
we're
sass,
busy
there we
doing
go.
something else right now, Emma.
Got it.
It's a little busy.
It's okay.
Took a little bit for them to warm up to their characters. I love
All right,
it.
competitors. So
But we need it
let's
off the
go
bat.
over the rules of the game here.
Spiciness.
So, first up in round 1, the competitors will
Ken
be
throws
at
some
a
good
series
spice
of
at
8 questions,
the other
each coming from
announcers
different
when it
realms
comes
of
into
the
gameplay.
movie
You
trivia
see that
There is no
seep
stealing in
through,
round
which
one.
I love. But when they call the game, they call the game. Like it's legit down the middle, but let a little bit of that
Do a little-
biasness.
right, exactly.
Is that a thing? Biasness?
You gotta put it in there a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, it was a bird.
It keeps it. Yeah, it
Keeps
keeps it
it
at the
spicy.
forefront.
Allow you to have a question repeated should you need it. You are also
And it started with Roxy burning her inadvertently about the whole Chance match too, because I feel like Roxy had caught her off guard that she burned her with it. She's like, "Yeah, it's a bird. Let's go for it."
So with all of that said, Paul Oyama, are you ready?
Let's take this back to the fan leagues.
What's happening?
Oh boy.
I brought my own weapon here.
Oh,
Set your
There you
clocks.
go.
Let's do this.
Wow.
There you go.
Bringing his own dry erase marker.
I've thought about that just because I
that
got
is a
screwed
power play right there.
a couple
Chance
times
Ellison,
with
are
the
you
marker.
If you want to go back to the family, that's fine. I got this covered. I'm ready. Let's get it.
Do you need more losses there? Or? Let's go.
All right, then let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Emma, it is hot in here already, and we have not.
I wonder how their friendship's doing. They were best friends when we met them. That was before Paul came in.
Of asking the first question.
Yes, absolutely. First question in the category of
It's on the brink.
action/adventure. Action-adventure. Here we go. What singer plays Auntie Entity in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
Waterworld is actually basically just the exact same film as the second Mad Max film, Mad Max.
Now
Road
that you think
Warrior.
about it, yeah.
Yeah,
mhm,
that's
I
really
can see it.
they've got the kid, they've got the girl. All right, we're gonna need answers in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I mean, was it Road Warrior?
one.
I mean,
Paul Oyama.
Tina Turner?
sort of,
That
I
is
guess.
correct for 1
I mean, they're
point,
locked
and
inside a
Chance Ellison?
fortress, but
Also correct.
Perfect game so far.
Perfect game so far. All right. Next question in the category of dramas. In what 2012 baseball film does Clint Eastwood play a baseball scout alongside Amy Adams and Justin Timberlake?
You ever play baseball?
I played softball. Actually, there was one season where we played baseball, and it was great because we were allowed to steal bases, which for some reason wasn't allowed on the softball field.
You would like that.
Yeah, 5,
because they don't want you
4,
stealing.
3, 2, 1. Chance?
Trouble with the Curve.
That is correct for 1 point. And Paul?
Trouble with the
I
Curve.
just recently
All right,
watched this
perfect
movie like a
game.
year ago.
Yeah.
Or
Question
2
number
years ago.
3
I actually
in the
liked it.
category of 90s
I
movies.
thought it was nice.
So before you were born.
Yeah, pretty much. What actor plays Furious Styles, father of Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character in Boys in the Hood?
Really
A lot of cheers.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys
that is
in-
actually how it's spelled.
Boys in
Boys
Boys
the
in
Hood.
the
Boys
Hood.
in the Hood.
Yeah, I sounded really cool saying that. Boys
Looking
in the
for
Hood.
answers in 5, 4, 3,
I don't
2,
know.
1.
Oh, that makes
Paul?
I didn't have it.
What?
Oh, and Chance Ellison.
Lawrence Fishburne.
That is correct for 1 point.
You know, I only know that
Ellison
from my
still
love
a
of
perfect
Don't Be a
game.
Menace to
Near
South
miss there
Central.
by Paul Oyama, but there are
Honestly.
still several questions left in this round.
It's a
four
good
to be
spoof
precise.
movie.
Or maybe
Very
a
good.
bonus if somebody gets a perfect round. Category or question number 4 in the category of animated: Tony Goldwyn, Minnie Driver, Glenn Close, Lance Henriksen, and Rosie O'Donnell all lend their voices to what 90s animated film?
A lot of 90s questions.
I was going to say,
That's us.
listen, I appreciate a good 90s question because that was, my heyday of stretchy chokers and snap bracelets.
So nothing different.
Nothing. No, I really have not changed at all
Same,
since the 90s.
same apparel.
We're going to need answers in
Yep.
5.
I don't know if this came out in the
4,
90s.
3, 2,
but
1.
guess.
Chance?
Tarzan.
Is
Rosie
correct.
O'Donnell's the only reason I got there.
Tarzan.
I had no
Mini
no
Driver
idea that
and
Tony
Rosie.
Goldwyn was
Nice
Tarzan.
game so far.
But I
Question
And
number
Mini
5,
Driver.
category
I remember
fantasy
Mini
slash
Driver
sci-fi, fantasy
somewhat.
Sci-fi. What is the name of the android in Aliens? I really pronunciate.
Oh, there's 2 Lance Henriksen questions back to back.
No.
I don't remember his
Gotta
name.
really
I am
Same universe. You're going to really lean into that sound. Going to need answers in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Bishop. Yep.
1. Paul?
Bishop.
That is correct. And Chance?
Back-to-back Henriksen, Bishop.
There you go.
Is
Yeah, see?
also correct. So, man, Chance has not
Back-to-back
missed
Henriksen.
Perfect game so far for Chance.
It absolutely is. All right. Next question in the category of comedies. Not going to do it.
Wow. What a
Nope.
laugh track we just
There
had.
it is. With that. Good job, studio audience. Natalie Portman starred opposite Ashton Kutcher in what 2011 romantic comedy? Yeah, they both started writing even before I got as far as romantic comedy. They heard Natalie Portman, Ashton Kutcher. It was just off to the races.
I can't even write my own name that fast.
We're going to need answers in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I just remembered one of them. I don't remember what the other one is, but there were
Friends
2.
with Benefits.
Yes, I got it right.
Also had it.
Is that the one you were talking
Yeah,
about?
that's No Strings Attached.
Pretty intense.
Round 1
And
for
Friends with
Friends
Benefits
with
are basically the
Benefits.
same movie.
Question
Basically.
7.
As Mark Ellis would like to say, your penultimate question here in round number 1.
Very smooth.
Second to last.
Going with horror thriller. Which actress stars as a young mother who may be carrying the devil's child in Rosemary's Baby?
I like that
What's her name?
This is where we're gonna
really awful
separate,
May
man.
be carrying.
Maybe.
You know, I'd feel really good if a doctor told me that. You may be carrying.
It's not,
Answers in
but
5, 4.
I think that's her name.
it's because she was in the Mommy
1.
Dearest, but whatever.
Mia Farrow.
That is correct.
Damn.
For one point, and
Mia Farrow.
Damn.
also correct. Chance Ellison yet to miss.
I wanted to
but
stay right there with
Oyama
Chance, but
right on his heels there, so it really could be.
I'm there with Oyama instead.
This last question, which would
I'm
thus entitle him to
at the
a
end of
bonus
everyone.
question. That could
You're with
be
Emma.
couple points
Not
ahead
every
of Paul
question, but-
instead of just one. All right. Question number 8. This is a Patreon question. This question comes to you from Jeremy Hastings.
JTH.
Another one
aka
from Jeremy.
JTH.
He's making it rain in the
Jeremy,
Schmoedown.
Thank
so
you, Jeremy.
much for supporting the show in the category of
He does it more ways
new
than one.
releases.
He does reactions.
What
as well.
actress voices Queen Whatever a Wannabe in the Lego Movie 2, the second part?
Oh
Never
man.
guessed the spelling of that name.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
clever, Roxy. Don't you get it? It's Whatever I Wanna Be.
Great song.
But yeah, it's that is a good song. We're looking for answers.
I don't know
in
if this is
5,
right.
4, 3,
bonus question.
2, 1.
Oh yay!
Tiffany Haddish. Suck on that, Oyama.
That
Yes!
is Tiffany Haddish, and we can, keep the language clean for the kids.
Tiffany Haddish.
And
Also correct.
also suck on what?
For 1 point. Yeah.
Yay, got 6.
On a lollipop?
Whatever I want to
On a
be.
straw of a juice box? I don't know. All right. So, because Chance Ellison, you did have
That's
a
why, because he
perfect
got a perfect round
you'll be
1
receiving
over him.
Yep.
It's
a
huge.
bonus question.
Me and Oyama, we
Questions
got the
asked
same.
to you and you alone, so there is no need to write it down. Roxy?
Here we go. Here's the bonus question. Which Oscar-winning actor plays a young man named Marius, a student revolutionary, in 2012's Les Miserables?
Eddie Redmayne.
That is correct.
Not even a beat.
It would have took me a little while too
Well,
to
you know,
It would
it's
have
hard
to
remember what his
too.
name is because I haven't had to say it in a while.
On Eddie Redmayne. They could have.
Where you at,
News
News Commander?
Used some shots that were a little further away than up actors' noses, but what do I know?
And I like seeing what's going on up there. Into the brain.
All right. Moving on to round
She's
number
like, "Oh, I
2.
made it
Round
out."
number 2 is the infamous wheel
Oh,
round.
girls.
Each competitor
That
will
one
spin the wheel
question,
and
the
land
one bonus
on
question
one of
could
12
really
categories, including up to
change
Neck and
the
neck.
game.
If you're neck and neck the whole way, that
Not
1
like
point could seal the
category
deal.
that you
Yes,
spin, you
granted,
are
right
awarded
now,
1 mulligan.
Anything
Round
could
2.
happen though.
Over
Yeah.
in golf.
We'll
Like-
see what happens in round 2.
Unless
Though.
Chance
you
can't
spin
falter.
opponent's choice, in which case
He's
you
got to
He
maintain
can't
that
lose.
lead.
spin, spin,
Yeah.
choice, one would assume that you would want
That's 2. Decon is on its knees. We sponsor the Insect Zoo in a new hardware store. We can't lose.
Correctly, and you do know the answer. You are able to steal the points. Points initially are valued at 2 apiece, or you are able to go to multiple choice. At
I am
which
of
point
sound
the value of the question is
mind.
reduced to 1 point. Chance Ellison,
And
you
I'm
are
of
in the
sound
lead,
mind.
So
Yeah.
would you like to
Yes,
go
I
first or
love
defer
that.
to
Man,
your
I'm on.
opponent?
I'll go first.
All right. Chance Ellison walking up to the wheel. Big spin here. Let's
Pulled
see.
his jacket like a boss. Ugh.
And this
What's it
week
gonna
we
be?
do have a Patreon-sponsored slice on the wheel. We will find out who that patron is. Should that slice
That
should
spice.
that slice be fun
Spicy
and
slice.
the competitor
Ooh.
Yeah, at least
So
at least we're
close.
away from opponent's choice.
All
70s.
right,
Keep it?
70s movies. 70s.
That's
yeah,
Paul.
okay,
That's
that
Paul's
sounds
house,
like a
though.
great choice.
Paul knows the old
It's
stuff.
not even in the
Yeah.
womb.
Wasn't even what you know what his mom was not
the
even
womb.
maybe
Yeah.
carrying him at that point.
Nope.
So
He wasn't even the thought. Or a
Alright,
twinkle
let's see
in
where
his
we
father's
Whatever
eye.
it is, he's got to take it.
Oh,
Here we
oh,
go.
oh, Pixar?
looks like
Thriller. We'll do all right.
Thriller
We'll do all
is
right.
the
'Cause this
category.
is
It's looked like Natalie Portman's whispering into Jack Torrance's ear.
Chance
Yeah.
Roxy will be administering your questions in the realm of thrillers.
Okay, in thrillers. Question number 1. Kurt Russell stars as a motorist whose wife is kidnapped in which 90s thriller?
Breakdown. JT Walsh. So good.
Oh, that's the trailer you showed me.
Uh-huh.
That's right, when they
Breakdown.
their car
His
breaks
wife
down
disappears and
and
the-
she
the
is supposed to
driver
go
says
get
he-
help
uh-huh.
and they break.
The
Yes,
vanished.
yes,
So
that's
good.
right. Okay.
D.
I love Breakdown.
California.
Wow. Chance, 2 points for me, man. Nick of Time is
Finishing.
Johnny Depp.
That is incorrect for the steal.
Nick of Time.
No, both
That is
y'all.
also incorrect. We were looking for breakdown.
Breakdown.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Title.
There was a
good
little bit
Jack
of a
Johnson
breakdown
song.
there with
Oh.
them knowing the answers to that question.
True.
So I'd be at 9 points
Ellison
right
is
now.
Not too thrilled with the category of thrillers.
I'm gonna keep track of that.
Going to this next question.
I don't care after.
Which actor plays the character of Leo Barnes in both The Purge, Anarchy, and The Purge election
Frank
year?
Grillo.
Frank
Yeah,
Grillo.
that guy.
That is correct.
For 2 points.
Crossbones.
Yeah.
Just a lot of purging happening out there.
Great.
Yep.
Next question, the third question in this round. In the 2010 film Buried, how much is the initial ransom that the terrorists demand before they'll free Paul?
I don't know. $1 million.
20 million.
Buried.
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 Not buried.
Not buried.
I'll say
Not
500,000.
to be confused with
Maybe
like
they're aiming
delicious
low.
Things like blackberries and raspberries.
Can we get a countdown?
Buried. Yeah, we're gonna
Multiple
need an
choice.
answer. Okay.
Yeah, keeping on them.
In 5.
Multiple
You
choice.
went multiple
Oh.
choice.
Well, then, here we go. Is it A, $1 million?
I said 1 million.
I'm
$2
gonna go
million,
5. C.
C, $5 million, D, $7 million.
Who's made of money in that movie?
Lots of millions. These are people with money.
All the millions.
All of
How
millions.
much would I want to unbury a guy?
Gonna need an answer in 5.
Repeat the options.
4.
Is it
That's
A,
a repeat the
$1
question.
million?
I would use that as
B,
a repeat the
$2
question.
million? C, $5 million?
But it's just the.
D, $7 million.
Yeah, but they already took
Five.
a really
That is
long
correct
time.
for 1 point.
He pulled it
Job.
out.
Way to stay
I would have gotten it.
in there. All right. Yeah.
For this next
Did you
question,
say
your
5?
last question of
No.
this round.
Oh.
I said
Who
500,000
plays
after I
David
said a
Dunn's
million.
wife, Audrey, in the 2000 superhero thriller Unbreakable?
Robin Wright.
That is correct
That
for
is
2
correct.
points.
Robin
Alright, so
Oh
Ellison
yeah,
really wasn't
wow!
the
I went.
happiest with the
I don't know
category
why,
that
but
he's on. Certainly
Incredibles
strengths,
went in my head when he said
He
Unbreakable.
definitely hung in, and he's doubling Oyama's
It would
score
took a
right
little
now,
bit
so
to get that from me. I would have been
I'd
like,
have him repeat it because I'd need to hear it
Pretty
again.
strong in to make up this point deficit
Yeah.
right now. So here's the spin.
all you can hear
All
is Kaiser
right.
shouting over it.
But if that was a speed round, I would have lost. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
There's a certain breed of manager that likes to talk a lot. Kaiser seems to fall into that category.
Talk.
There. right, let's see. What is it going to be? Looks like new releases. New releases.
And
Yeah,
he's
we'll take
sticking
whatever.
with it,
Sticking
Emma.
with new releases. All right.
Interesting.
New releases. Here we
My
go.
short-term memory sucks.
New releases. Question
Mine too.
number 1. Question number 1 of 4. This movie takes place in San Jose, California, and is completely told through computer and cell phone screens.
Searching.
That is correct for 2 points.
2 points. Add them to the board.
Good
baby.
job.
All right. In Mary Poppins Returns, who plays Michael Banks?
Q.
Michael Banks.
What's his name?
Ben Wishaw.
That
Yep,
is
that
that
one.
guy.
2
I could
points.
not remember his name.
Going strong in this round so far.
Here we go.
I probably would have gotten a multiple choice.
Yeah.
Who directed 2018's Mary Queen of Scots?
I saw the
Josie
movie,
Rourke.
don't remember.
That is correct for 2
Those are
points.
stuff.
Yes, he does.
And then finally, in Overlord, the science lab is located beneath what kind of building?
It's a church.
That is correct for 2 points.
still
Did
need
not
to
see
watch
that movie,
Overlord.
and I guess
Paul
church.
Oyama making
Because
a
it
big
looks like in the
comeback there.
trailer.
And now he's
I need to
taking
watch
the
it.
lead. Wow, this is
He's,
anybody's game still, though,
Scrapping to
guys.
stay ahead there, so that is going to bring us into round number 3. This is the way that round number 3 works. Each competitor will choose.
So,
3
yeah,
numbers
I saw the
between
Inner
1
Geekdom
and
thing
20.
pop up.
Each
We actually were
competitor
present
will
for the
respond
Inner
into a
Geekdom match,
category
so
in the realm
we
of
do know what's happening
Schmoedown.
there. We will not be
First
filming a
question
video
worth
for
2
that
points.
battle
Second question worth
between
3
the
points,
Fatal
and the final
4
question worth 5
of
Yes,
Inner
however,
Geekdom players.
we maybe do like
Coming
our
down to
thoughts
this,
on it.
Roxy.
Thoughts
I don't
on it.
remember
I
what
hope you're ready,
happened.
'cause it's all
Honestly, I'm gonna
here.
need your
Right
refresher
now.
to
Oh,
give
I
me my
do. I
thoughts
remember what
because
happened.
I don't remember.
You're not penalized for missing a
It was a
question.
stressful
Both
time
competitors
at that
still
moment.
have
Yeah.
their challenges and all 3 JTE rules. This
When
is
Riley fought
really nice game, actually. all things considered.
Snyder,
So,
like I even went and talked to Riley, and I was
you know
like,
what?
"Hey
Listen,
man,
there
you
wasn't
know,
a lot of
congratulations."
trash
He's
talk.
like, "I
These
lost."
guys
I'm
are
like,
stone
"You
faced.
did?"
They're here to play. So
Honestly,
Oyama, what
she's just a blur that day. It was
numbers
crazy.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
We'll go 7, 18, and 2.
7, 18,
he
and
just
2.
Check his watch.
He did check his watch. Though all of those numbers are on his watch face, to be fair, though 18, you kind of have to get there from 1 and 8. But Chance, how about you?
6, 17, 8.
6, 17, and 8. All right.
Boo.
6, 17. Somebody sounds like maybe a Jay Washington not
My
happy
man.
with those choices of numbers. He apparently does not like the number 8. All right. So here we go. All right.
7-minute abs.
Chance, your first question is up first, your 2-pointer, and Roxy will be asking your 2-point question. Category number 6.
Category number 6. The category corresponds with Judd Apatow. The question is, Adam Sandler stars as a comedian who is dying of cancer in what film?
Funny people.
That one.
See how long he does this wait.
Not very long. Funny people.
That is correct for 2 points.
The
I'm
trash
keeping
talk is
track
running
of if I
now.
got
Here it is,
Chance's
here it is.
questions.
Paul Oyama getting tired of the pretending.
I
like
didn't
you
give
don't know the
myself
answer
Robin
to
right
questions
because I got
Aren't we all?
confused, and that's how you
I-
lose.
Have to agree. All right. So, Paul, I will be asking you your 2-point question. You chose category number 7, which corresponds to crime films. You're okay. A lot more enthusiasm
My
for
criminal
crime
manager over there.
than the number 8. Right. So, crime. Jake Gyllenhaal stars as a man obsessed with catching a killer terrorizing San Francisco in what 2007
Zodiac.
picture film?
Good film.
50 yards. Door to door, I've walked it. It's Zodiac.
That is correct for 2 points. So we bounce back to you, Chance. You chose
Quoting
category number
Zodiac.
17.
Good
Number
movie.
17 corresponds with Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Good one, babe.
He's probably been studying and stuff.
For 3 points, Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson co-starred in what 2
Failure to Launch.
romantic comedies?
Hey,
And-
Katrina, looking at me. How to lose
10
a guy in
years.
10 days.
How to lose a guy in 10 days.
Two
Two
romantic comedies.
2.
Oh,
Fool's
no.
Gold and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Matthew
Fool's Gold,
McConaughey
yeah.
and
No, I
Kate
wouldn't have gotten
Hudson
that.
It's
co-starred
Fool's Gold
in what
and How to
2
Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
romantic comedies?
How to lose a guy in 10 days. Fool's gold.
There you go.
Correct.
That
for
is
3
correct.
points.
There you go.
He did get there.
He did. He got there. It took a little encouraging.
A little
but,
cockiness.
Challenge competitors.
The one that you're talking about is with Carrie
Penelope
Bradshaw
Cruz?
herself.
Shouting out
Carrie
other
Bradshaw
friends.
herself.
Oh. Yeah, I remember
Sarah
Terry
Jessica
Bradshaw.
Parker.
Is that what it was? I don't know.
Now
He's
that's
leaning in
back
all
to
of
you.
them.
Sarah, that's true.
You chose number 18.
Ghosts of
which
Girlfriends
corresponds to
Past.
the category
This
of
is- what's her name?
70s
Electra.
films. In One
13
Flew
going
Over
on
the
30.
Cuckoo's Nest, McMurphy tries to get his fellow patients to vote for the chance to watch what special sporting event on television?
Super Bowl? Probably the World Series.
Sporting event. There's only a limited number. Looking for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right. In One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, McMurphy tries to get his fellow patients to vote for the chance to watch
I'm gonna say
what
the Olympics.
special sporting event on television.
The Super Bowl?
That is incorrect. We were looking for the World Series. World
Yeah.
Series.
I feel like that
Right,
just
so-
would have been something more.
So here is where we
In the
stand.
70s,
Paul
baseball
Oyama
was a-
now has to
yeah.
answer
Makes
his
sense.
5-point
I don't
question for
really
a
know when the
chance
movie
to
takes
stay
place.
in the game. Should
Ooh.
he miss, then Chance Ellison will walk away
Wow.
victorious. However, should he answer correctly, it will then bounce
This
back.
would be
to Chance,
huge,
who will
man.
have
This would be
Yeah,
huge.
come on.
his 5-point question and win the game. All right, so Paul, you chose category number 2. Corresponds to romance. Romance. Okay. Who wrote and directed the 1954 romantic classic Sabrina? Good.
Billy Wilder.
That is correct
Wow.
for
Damn.
5 points.
Dang.
Done
Right
everything
there.
He's good about those
Yeah,
classics,
it's great.
man.
Paul Oyama stays in the game, so here we
great.
are again.
All comes down to this.
Roxy, it all
Yeah, now it's in
comes
your
down to
hands.
this. Chance
Ball's
Ellison
in your
is now
court,
going
Chance.
to answer
Yep.
his 5-point question. Should he answer it, then he
This picture
will
is gonna
win,
walk
and
off
he
the
will
set.
go on to take on either JTE or Liz Shannon Miller in a #1 contender match at the Collision. However, should he miss, then Paul Oyama will get that #1 contender match.
As big as it gets. Here we go.
Here we go.
You chose number 8, which corresponds with the category of spy movies.
Okay.
For your 5-point question, what 1984 film stars Henry Thomas as a young boy on the run with his imaginary friend after he intercepts spy secrets hidden inside a video game?
What's that
Cloak
one?
and Dagger.
Yeah, that one.
Question is
I was like, I know it has
Dabney Coleman.
Dabney Coleman. I was gonna say
Damn.
Paul
Yeah, that's
Oyama.
a damn good question. That's my kind of question.
Yeah.
You're not going to find the answer there.
5 points.
4,
Repeat the question.
3.
So
What
I'd have 18.
1984 film
You'd have
stars
19 if he
Henry
gets it wrong.
Thomas as a young boy
Damn, dude. You
on
know
the
Cloak
run
and Dagger?
with
I don't know
his
anyone who knows
imaginary
Cloak and
friend
Dagger
after he
besides my mom.
intercepts spy secrets
That's why you
hidden
know it, 'cause of your
inside
mom.
a
Yeah.
video game.
Really cherish.
Amazing movie. Amazing movie.
Right.
Really shows off San
Clear.
Antonio.
Clear. I don't know. I guess we're going to find
Wow.
out in 5,
Repeat the question.
4. Okay.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That is your.
And I only know it because of
I
you.
guess
Yeah.
you still technically can get one more.
I just
What
couldn't.
1984 film stars
It's,
Henry Thomas as a young boy on the
yeah,
run
Elliot
with his
from
imaginary
E.T..
friend after he intercepts
Jack
spy secrets
is Dabney
hidden
Coleman.
inside a video game?
I think he just likes to hear you say video game, Roxy, because the way you say it.
Come on, man.
say it
Cloak and
every other
Dagger.
time.
Oh,
5,
I'm learning
Cloak
too.
and
That's
Dagger.
3.
That's
And
that's
you're
yeah, man. I'm sorry. That's something only I.
Awesome.
Wow, I really thought he was doing the thing.
Look at him.
Cloak
Yeah.
and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger, baby.
Series that takes place in the realm of Marvel comics. Man,
Yeah.
Wow.
what a match! I mean, you.
William
never
Forsythe's
know.
in it too.
I
He
think that's
gets
some of the-
shot
wearing the
in the back of the
sunglasses.
head.
You can't see the fear in their eyes.
Maybe it's in
but I
front of the
bet
head.
if
Either way, he
you
gets
took
shot in the
those
head.
sunglasses,
He does talk about
over
Cloak
the-
and Dagger a
I
lot.
Might have
do.
burned
He
us
does.
alive if we saw behind
So good.
there.
It's true. Maybe it was actually
The
keeping
music.
safe.
Yeah,
So
he-
good, too.
You don't know with his face.
Adam
Does he
TheWoo
know
did
and he's
awesome
just
filming
doing that
locations
thing?
video for Cloak
Or
and
does he
Dagger. You
really
should
not
check
know?
that
And
out.
this time, I thought he had it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I was surprised as well, but man, what
Adam,
a
actually, I'll
match.
put
They were
Adam's
just
link to
neck
that
and neck all the
video
time. I mean, great score overall,
in the
22
description of this
19.
video.
You know, these are clearly two very strong competitors.
If
huge
you have not
up-and-comers
seen
here
it, go
in the
see it.
Schmoedown,
Yeah,
and
Adam the
one
Woo. Adam. Well, I mean, it's
Granted,
probably
I
hard to
haven't
find the
seen it
movie,
yet, so-
but if you want to just get an abridged version, you don't plan on watching it because it is old.
He was kind of playing
Adam
84.
Adam shows you a lot of good
He's not
spots.
playing
Yeah.
second
Not
fiddle
that old.
anymore. And I
In
am
the
sure
terms of
that
nobody knows what it
competitors
is,
have a lot
it
to say
wasn't the
about
top
what happened
killer
here
movie.
Today. We're going to throw it over
But
to
as a child, it
Jen
was
Sturger,
frightening.
who has an interview with both the winner and the loser.
Thank you so much,
Child
ladies.
being
I'm here with
chased down.
Chance
Have to
Ellison
say.
and Corruption. Chance, we were all wondering if you knew that, and I guess the answer was no.
No, well, you can see because I lost the match. I did not know the answer.
Oh, damn.
I knew Cloak and Dagger was a film. Could not tell you anything about Cloak and Dagger until this very moment.
Do you think that you maybe have some blind spots, you know, like because you are one of the younger players in the league? Do you feel like that's a disadvantage for you?
I mean, it can be if you let it be. Like I take whatever disadvantage you say I have, turn into my biggest advantage. My youth, my youngness shows up here. I can retain more than you think Ro can retain more than me with his
There you go.
175-year-old
Shits it to
brain?
Roka. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Probably not.
It's perfect.
Oh, obviously this is a tough loss for Corruption. You guys really wanted that number one
Really, it was a
contender
hell of a
match.
fight.
Ken, you have any thoughts on this?
I got
Jennifer,
1
we're
point
not
less
gonna
than him.
lie. I looked across at Mike. We made eye contact. It was a sweet moment, except for we know that this is tough for Corruption. Grace and I want more. We want more out of Chance, but we're not going to hold Chance to their fire. Loss is a loss. It's not the end of the world. Paul Oyama, I'm not happy for him, but Kaiser, I'm happy for him. He takes a lot to get here. He has to request work off, umpiring Class A ball game. And I'm happy for him. He's been a real nice presence here in the league. A little loud, but Chance, don't let your head fall too far to the ground. Look up. The future's still bright for you. You'll still need those sunglasses.
Yeah, you'll
Mike,
still
and
need those
obviously you've got a
shades.
lot going on right now with Inner Geekdom stuff and singles matches. What's going through your head?
You know, a loss is a loss, and it hurts sometimes when you do it, but you learn what you can from it. You come back stronger than ever before. That's what happens. You know, great competitors, they take the loss in stride, and they learn their mistakes. You learn your weaknesses.
You didn't have no mistakes,
Practice,
just not knowing
you come back
Cloak and
stronger than
Dagger.
ever before. I've proved
Which
that.
the majority
He's
of
gonna prove
people
it.
wouldn't.
Well
Viviani
said.
would.
And if you can learn from anyone in this league as far as how to bounce back, it's this guy right here. So
Tim would.
No problem. Grace, any words?
I just want to let Kaiser know if he's worried about me registering with the police, A, that's not a thing, and B, feel free to give me a ride, honey.
I have no idea what that was about, but I don't want to know.
I love it,
Right, Paul Oyama, Kaiser.
Oh,
Super,
just the
nice
little
to see you.
subtle things.
I gotta ask you, did you think he knew that? And
Love
he was
it,
just
though.
kind of
It's good for the dungeon, though.
Yeah.
It's
I
what they
definitely thought he was
needed.
milking it. I mean, I feel like most people should know Cloak and Dagger, at least its existence. But yeah, I definitely thought he knew it. So I thought he was just milking the clock. And I was just waiting for him to answer. And
Tell me about Cloak and Dagger,
no
Paul.
one ever came.
Other than what
Sorry,
they said.
Chance.
I'm honestly, I'm
Past
truly
you maybe to the number
curious
one
if
contender
he knew
match?
it. Really.
I just
Like,
think he wasn't.
I'd be
as
impressed
good
if
as
he
me.
did.
Well, I don't know if he looked
And
past
could
me.
cite
He wasn't
William
ready.
Forsythe and Dabney
You know,
Coleman.
I was saying the same
Other
thing.
than
to
I knew
Chance,
Dabney Coleman
that,
was in it, but you
are
said
some
the
of the
same
younger
before I could
players
say
in the league.
Sure.
So, do you feel like sometimes your youth is kind of leads you to having more blind spots than most players?
Not really. You just got to get to movie watching. Everyone's got blind spots, but I can retain knowledge a lot more efficiently than a lot of people. So I don't think age necessarily plays a factor. I mean, I'm trying to be the first, not the first, the youngest champion in this league's history, and I'm gonna have that by at least 10, 15 years. So hopefully my age is on my side, and I think it will be.
Kaiser, I mean, you've been having a great run lately. I mean, aren't you undefeated?
I'm undefeated. I got 3 of the 4 matches at Collision are being represented by people from the dungeon, so that's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah, it's a big
And,
deal.
Well, hell, I'm going to be a little busy getting Paul ready, so why don't we have Mr. Zipper represent me in the Manager Bowl?
There you
Sound
go.
good?
Wait, what?
There you
You
go.
probably have to run that by some people.
No, he gets a pick.
I don't know. People.
Yeah, I don't talk to any of those people. I'll send a smoke signal, whatever I got to do. They'll get the message. They're listening to me right now. You know, it's just, it comes down to this. First of all, I'm happy we won. I'm a little uncomfortable because I don't like being in the same building with Grace. When I go out to my car tonight, I'm a little nervous to turn the key. That woman's dangerous.
She's like 5'1".
Yeah, she's scary.
All right. Well,
That's awesome.
good luck at Collision.
We don't need luck. In the dungeon, we breed champions. We know how to win. We know how to smash, and it's on.
Reminds
All
me of like the Heart Foundation.
Back to you ladies at the desk.
Well, not surprisingly, Paul Oyama just as confident, shall we say, as ever. I mean, he's out there. He's ready to take on either JTE or Liz Shannon Miller, whoever comes his way during Collision. He says he is on the quest to becoming the youngest champion ever, and thus far, Kaiser, his manager of the dungeon, is undefeated.
Yeah.
This entire season, Roxy. He's definitely looking to give you a run for your money there for Manager of the Year.
Not even close.
If they clean out the rest of the year,
I'm not
yeah.
saying that we won't get there and that we can't make our way, because he very well might be the youngest
Because
ever.
it's voted on.
But
and I feel like
right now,
Kaiser's going to be a
no, come on. Let's be
big draw for
All right,
votes.
well, you know, to bring it back to this match, which is what we're actually talking about here, Chance Ellison, of course, a little shook up there. I'm surprised he didn't guess on the last
anything. Just said don't have it.
Yeah.
Well, that was very clear.
Yeah, he kind of threw in the towel there. I think that he's definitely a little bit.
It doesn't matter. He would never have known what it was.
I mean, he was really on a winning
Never
streak, and I
would have
think that
known.
he got really confident going into this match. Again, he had a perfect round one, which is not something to scoff at.
Plus
but,
his bonus he hit, too.
Yeah.
He had that lead. He had that edge going in, and he wasn't able to keep it. It all came down to that 5-pointer, as it does sometimes. And if you just don't know, then you don't know.
You don't know. But, you know, what I do know is that this was a wonderful match that we had.
Oh
here
man,
today.
if that
Again,
would have
it's
been our
really lived up
5-pointer
to the
question.
hype of these two rivals going neck and neck. I am
So good.
we will see Chance
It's like the little seal that's like seal meme.
see if Paul is able to complete his quest.
Because you would have saw me freaking out trying to pull it and be like, wait, what was the question?
I'm interested to see that, too, and I will also say another accomplishment today. 2 women on the desk, baby. First time that's ever happened. So let's get a yat. And what an unbelievable match for us to be calling. This is one of the best matches I've seen in a really long time.
I totally agree with you, Roxy. It's this is the kind of tight competition and drama and rivalry that
Back and
really
forth.
that really just brings the fire to the Schmoedown. So
Tit for tat.
to all of you watching at home, thank you so much.
You're
to
welcome.
everybody for watching. Don't forget that on June 22nd, coming to you live from our studio right here in Burbank, California. We will
Ryan
have
Ward kills the logos again.
We've got 4
So
big
good.
matches going on that day. Be sure to head over to theschmoedownlive.com to purchase your tickets to view that, or join the Patreon over at patreon.com/schmoedown at the $10 tier or higher, and that will be included
Beautiful
with
logo. I
your
love it.
subscription. And also July 20th, during San Diego Comic-Con, Rachel
We will
Cushing
be
is
there.
putting her Inner Geekdom title on the line against either Kevin Smets or Mike Kalinowski, the winner of which will be determined once again at Collision. So you can also head to theschmoedownlive.com to buy tickets for that, to come see us live and in person. It's
We'll
the
be
best
there.
way to experience the Schmoedown.
Can I come?
Yeah, you can come, Roxy.
Thanks.
Yeah. So for Roxy Stryer, myself, Mark Ellis, and Christian Harloff, I am.
We always
Emma
buy
White.
tickets,
Thank you
though, so we
once
could
again
sit
to all
out
of
in
you
the
for
crowd.
watching the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. We'll see you next time.
Yay.
Oh gosh.
What's up? Dan said you got something to say to me?
That's correct. I do.
Well.
Now, as you know, there's a manager bowl coming up at the Collision.
Yeah.
The managers are picking somebody from their faction to play for them.
Uh-huh.
And it's for control of the league for a month.
I'm aware of that.
Okay? Now, Bateman? No. Riley? No. Merle? He's got other fish to fry.
Damn.
That's how you reel him in.
You want me to represent you?
That's how you get his
That's
trust.
the play.
Yep.
That's the play.
We take this.
You can see that.
I could have Emma, and little Sam Levine, right in the palm of my hand. Palm of our hand. You're a big time player. You've been in situations like this. Ben and those guys, they're not there yet. That's why you're the guy. I firmly believe that.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. Good.
Too.
He's like, that's a good
All right.
idea.
I like what you've done with the place.
I was in Paris.
He hasn't had time. So yeah, we were just talking in the last match about how you're getting that grip on the league coming from the Horsemen. You've got them starting to weave their web in the league to be able to possibly capture gold. And if we do have Roca go into the bowl, he could walk out with the victory, giving what we wanted was Tom Dagnino that whole time where they're saying Tom was going to end up being the commissioner, and it didn't happen. But now this is a more organic way to actually make it happen, and he's on the side of good, but on the side of the Horsemen. So yeah, if it works out that way, it's going to be a hell of a ploy for them to pull it off.
I will say that the Horsemen have had their downs in the past,
right,
losing faction members,
of course,
going either retiring or not doing as well, so they kind of like disband, step back for a little bit. Now that they kind of have new faces in the Horsemen, and then they also have Tom Dagnino backing them up. I mean, he's been in the ring before. He knows how to manage a team, a faction to be a winning faction. So having him coming in, talking to Roca and being like, hey, I want you to be the one to represent me, makes sense. That everybody else is convinced that Tom is good. You know what I mean? Like everybody in the Horsemen, Merle, Bateman, and Riley all are like, yes, Tom is going to be our manager. It was Roca who he still needs to kind of, and you can kind of see it in that he's holding out a little bit.
Right.
But this is a good way for Tom to get his trust, because like they said in the past before, in the one and the Energita in the pad where he was talking to him, he's like, this is all going to be about trust.
Right.
So Dagnito is putting trust in Roca right now and saying, hey, I need you to play for me. So that's how it's gonna build.
And it does give the Horsemen another entry into Collision, so that way, like, the dungeon is essentially taking up multiple matches. Now they get to take up multiple matches. And of course, Chance fell to Oyama. So that's basically putting him out of Collision. But yeah, the Manager Bowl have been some of the best matches for the tentpole events for the Schmoedown. And Tom Dagnino, I believe, has been a part of a couple of them. And it's perfect for him to be able to manage the competitor. And if the competitor that you're managing is John Roca, we already know that we've got Zipper in the Manager Bowl too. So that's Zipper versus Roca. But I mean, he could hold his own against Roca too, depending on the questions. He did a hell of a battle in that Inner Geekdom match, and we don't know who else is going to get brought into the Manager Bowl, but it's really exciting to see, especially if we do get somebody, let's say, from the Bibiani camp or from the Shire Wolves camp, if they want to grow and bring on some more. We never know who's also going to be entered into that Manager's Bowl.
And I think that maybe coming in from the other side too, that either Janine,
right?
Or,
oh yeah, of course, yeah, from Jay's camp,
right?
Yeah.
Either Janine or it could be Ethan going in representing Jay.
Huge.
So that could be huge too. Yeah. We don't know which way
Ethan
they're going.
And Roca
so
again
could be. Yep, yeah. Exactly. So it could be a good team. We don't know exactly who they're picking yet.
Yeah.
But it should be a fun game.
I'm psyched for that Manager Bowl for sure. And then, of course, Chance falling to Oyama, but just barely. I mean, it was that 5-pointer that did him in. And I know I said my piece already on a Cloak and Dagger, but hell of a question. I love that question. It's one of those questions where you know it, you don't know it, and there's no guessing. Like, you're wiped clean on your brain because you don't know the answer to it, and you're not going to know the answer to it unless you know the answer to it. That's one that anybody, you know, who is a fan of a very niche type movie, you're hoping that that's going to be what comes up for your 5-pointer, because not only is it a victory, you get the 5 points, it probably solidified your win, but at the same time, like, you get to puff out your chest and say, yeah, that's right. Nobody was supposed to know that, and I did. So yeah, Chance, there's no way you were going to get that, buddy. Unless you talked to me a little bit more, I probably would have talked about Cloak and Dagger, even showed you the trailer. But yeah, Paul Oyama killed it as well. We did see a little bit of chinks in the armor, or at least just not making it to the perfect round, like Chance did in round 1. So that's also bragging rights. So he didn't walk away. Chance didn't empty-handed. He had a little bit of bragging rights in that match too. So Corruption's got nothing to worry about. The dungeon is roaming very, very prominently through the league.
I think that at this point in time right now, the factions, in my opinion, have never been stronger.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think that they have a good batch of different factions going up against each other right now, and we're seeing it, and it's exciting.
It is exciting. We're glad we can try and be a part of it. It's going to be so crazy going into the Comic-Con era and then going into possibly a match in Phoenix, I hear. I mean, there's rumblings. Christian's made mention of it a couple of times now on Collider Live. Late to the Party versus the Wildberries. I guess they're still trying to hammer out some of the details, but that would go down, I believe, now in September because that's what Christian said on live was September. So I'm assuming mid-September, us versus the Wildberries. So we got to get back to training and stop drinking because, or maybe no, yeah, we got to drink more and stop training and just get in there and have a crazy fun time with the Wildberries because it's a dream. That's a dream to be able to be up on stage with them.
Right.
And it's going to be a hell of a time to be able to be up on stage. If it actually does come to fruition, it's going to be an awesome show, an awesome thing to see. But thank you guys for watching our reaction to Oyama versus Chance Ellison. What did you think? Let us know down in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kicking to the party, fuel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon. Gets us where we need to go. That's all I got. Thank you so much, and as always...
Now it's time to say goodbye.
This party's over.
Bye.